Hi guys, so today we're going to be teaching our dogs how to put their front paws on an object and then to pivot around this object. So to get started with this trick, choose an object which obviously isn't going to move around a lot, and you're going to stick a treat on your dog's nose and basically just gently lure them towards the object. They might be a little bit hesitant, but just take a little bit of time with this, and just as soon as they express any interest in either standing on the object or engaging with the object, you're going to release a treat. Once they're happy to stand on the object, also use your treats to just toss a cookie off to the side, and this will prompt them to get off of the object. By doing this, it'll also create a reason for your dog to want to come back to the object in itself, because the object now becomes a hot zone where they're going to be receiving a lot of their treats. So once your pup is happy to have their front paws on the object, you want to gradually start including a little bit more duration in this. So basically you're just going to wait a few seconds before giving them a treat. When you see they're happy with that, start to work on taking a few steps away from the object yourself and then returning to the object and giving them a sweetie. If you see that they are naturally wanting to get off of the object, you've obviously pushed a little bit too far, so then just reduce your time or reduce your distance a little bit. So we can now get into the nitty-gritty of actually getting the pivot action. So what you're basically going to do is, again, stick your treat on your dog's nose and then use your body to just pressurize them slightly to almost move with you. And as soon as your dog starts to move their back paws, you're going to release a treat. So by no means they need to do a full pivot from the beginning. We are just looking for that incremental movement of the back feet, and that is going to get a lot of reward and praise. Again, as with most tricks, you can do this to the left-hand side and to the right-hand side. And all that you are going to change in this variable is which hand you use to have a treat on the nose. Once you see that your dog is actually starting to get the idea of moving the back paws, you can now start creating a little bit of distance between your hand and your dog's nose. So eventually what you want is that you can stand a little bit further off and that your dog will still prompt the movement without you necessarily having the hand right on their nose. I necessarily will also not wait until I have a full pivot before I redirect the direction change. I want them to figure out that I'm basically looking for the movement of the back paws rather than focusing on which direction they're using. So feel free to change it up as well. It just creates more of an opportunity for your dog to think about what the requirement actually is on your part. So as you can see here, Ollie has really got the idea of the example. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to remove my hand out of the concept entirely. A lot of the time I will go back and she'll also still be getting her rewards for this, but I'm just trying to get the movement a lot more independent on her part rather than really just being lured into the position itself. In this example, you can also see that I've changed my body shape in relation to her, and we really don't want her to be entirely dependent on just one variable. We want to be able to change it up as much as possible, and she still needs to know that she has to figure it out and be able to give me the correct behavior in order for her to get her sweetie. So the more and more you guys practice this, you guys will see that your dogs will develop a lot more confidence and they'll start to give you the behavior a lot faster as well. So practice, have fun, post your videos in the comment section.